My name is Ronald Branch. I am the past president of the Dearborn Realtist Board, as well as past president of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. The National Association of Real Estate Brokers is a national entity. Our acronym is NAREB. NAREB is an organization of mostly black real estate professionals of every walk of life within the industry that is headquartered in Washington, D.C. It was created and formed in 1947. The Dearborn Realtist Board is the local chapter here in Chicago of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers. NAREB and the Dearborn Realtist Board are the largest and oldest minority real estate trade associations in the country. NAREB was born in 1947. The Dearborn Realtist Board was actually organized and created in 1941, 6 years prior to our national organization. So as our black forefathers and foremothers came from the South, migrated from the South, and as you mentioned, the 20s, 30s, 40s, the Dearborn Realtist Board was formed in 1941 to combat against illegal housing issues and discrimination as it related to restrictive covenants. Restrictive covenants were actually documents and information on deeds that restricted black Americans from living in certain parts of the city of Chicago. So in 1941, when the Dearborn Realtist Board, and at that time it was the Dearborn Realist Estate Board, was formed, it was illegal for black Chicagoans to live outside of the boundaries of Cermak Road on the north, 67th Street on the south, Cottage Grove on the east, and Wentworth Avenue on the west. So the black Mecca at that time was within those boundaries. So every black American that moved to Chicago could only legally live within those boundaries. So the Dearborn Realtist Board was formed to combat the illegal housing issues that were prevalent at that time. I've been blessed to be in the real estate organization and the real estate business for 30 years. And my involvement very early on in the Dearborn Real Estate Board, I had the pleasure of knowing some of the brokers that were around in the 40s and 50s, such as Albert Johnson and William Gray and others who had to deal with the negative pressure, the illegal activities from the police, homeowners who would sick dogs on our brothers and sisters who were just attempting to either live where they could afford or work as real estate brokers where their legal license allowed them to do. But unfortunately, were met with very negative issues, such as the dogs being chasing our people, such as police brutality amongst those who were attempting to live in different areas or practice real estate. So yeah, it had to be a very trying time. And what I found, especially from those real estate brokers who were involved at that time, they were the calmest people that I met in this profession, because they would have had to have been to be able to stay focused on creating opportunities for black real estate professionals and creating housing opportunities for black people to live where we wanted to.
Home ownership is one of the gateways, one of the main gateways to financial strength, independence, and prosperity. So you all are doing the event, the Community Wealth Building Day 2018. So talk a little bit about what's going to happen at this event and why people should come.
Absolutely. The Dearborn Realtist Board is hosting, in conjunction with our National Association of Real Estate Brokers headquarters, a national community day building black wealth activity. So what we're looking to do is to educate, inform our community of the importance, as you mentioned, of home ownership. As many of us know, but we all should know, that owning a home is usually the biggest financial investment that we make in our life. And then secondly, it is the cornerstone of the financial future of not only ourselves, but generations to come. So once that home homeowner purchases the home for that family, it is an opportunity to not only have a roof over your head, but to also be able to use that as an investment vehicle down the road that will assist their family in generations to come. So what we're looking to do is to show our community how easy and simple it is to own a home. We will have loan officers who will be there to pre-approve potential homeowners who are ready. Then we also will have free credit reports being done for at least 100 people, if not more, that will help us understand and help the individual understand where they are credit-wise. NID Housing Counseling Agency, which is an affiliate of the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, will have its housing counselors there to discuss the process of purchasing a home if one is not ready at this point. So we have a full plethora of information and activities for our community to come out and understand how simple it really is to become a homeowner.
You all are also going to be doing wealth building classes, and they're also talking about employment opportunities, right?
That's right. We find in our community that many times we do not know of the employment opportunities that exist. Also, one of the key parts of President Jones' presidency at this point is creating opportunities for ex-offenders. So we will also have employment opportunities available for conversation for those that have met some challenges in their lives, as well as other real estate industry type of career opportunities available. Mm-hmm. So home ownership involves not only those who are seeking homes for living in themselves, owner occupants, but also in our wonderful city there are tremendous number of investment opportunities for someone to purchase homes, to purchase property 1 to 4 units, 5+ units as an investment. So you don't have to, well, you won't live in the property, but you own it and you have tenants that pay the rent, or commercial properties where businesses, whether you want to place your own business in there or invest for others to lease from you. So we have classes and workshops that will be set up to cover all aspects of the real estate purchase process. Since the real estate crash of 2008, we have, as a community, lost more equity than any other community across the country. So what we find now that many lenders have become tight with their lending dollars for those who may have certain blemishes on their record. Investing in real estate from the lending perspective has been placed, the emphasis has been placed on credit scoring to determine the likelihood of someone purchasing a home. So that has really tightened as it relates to credit scores. So we find that many individuals in our community, many Black Chicagoans, many Black Americans, have had blemishes on their credit report where they have not been able to qualify for a mortgage. So the credit scoring model has reporting of certain types of credit lines. So we are looking to and pushing from the local level and the national level to have other types of credit reporting done, so the alternative credits models that will allow many of our people to be able to qualify for a mortgage that do not fit within that certain credit model. The credit model that exists now, in my humble opinion, is not created for Black folks. It is not one that has empathy for some of the struggles and challenges that we may have in our community as it relates to credit and other financial challenges that will affect us on a long term, that shouldn't be held against us as harshly as it is. So that is really one of our strongest obstacles as it relates to whether you're purchasing a home for yourself or investing in property as an investor.
Bean Soup Times is on a mission to create dope content that entertains, educates, and empowers the Black community.